Welcome. First of all, this is an educational video, completely educational. Esto es un video educacional. You're going to learn a lot of important things. If you want to learn a language, you need to know these kind of things as well. So let's go for it. Welcome to Spanish with Chris. Right, first of all, before we start talking about sex in Spanish, there'll be a lot of words that you might find very sensitive. So if you do, I'd suggest you to leave the video, or maybe you can watch any of my other videos, but if you don't, if you are okay with that, okay, stay. Let's learn. So the first word, and obviously the most common, sexo. Sexo. That'd be to have sex in Spanish. Sexo. Tener sexo. Right, another important thing is la edad de consentimiento. La edad de consentimiento is at what age you are allowed to have sex legally, right? So for example, in Spain, it's 16 years old. Another word, if you've never had sex before, you are virgen. Eres virgen. To be virgen means a person who's never had sex in their life. Never. So, when you do it for the first time, when you have sex for the first time, you lose your virginity. Tú pierdes tu virginidad. Pierdes la virginidad. Tú pierdes la virginidad. Tú pierdes la virginidad. He perdido la virginidad. Perdí la virginidad hace muchos años. Well, not tantos. I'm not that old. Another thing, if you have sex before getting married, that is called sexo prematrimonial. Sexo prematrimonial. Right, you don't need to say this word ever. You know, when I have to say that, I would just say tener sexo antes del matrimonio. Because that other word is just too much for me. It's just, I've never said it before. This is the first time ever I have said this word. So you can either say sexo prematrimonial or tener sexo antes del matrimonio. If you find it easier, it's up to you. So now I'm going to tell you the words, the formal words to say to have sex. So they are fine to use. You can use them anytime with anyone, right? The first word, coito. El coito. ¿Cuándo fue la última vez que hiciste el coito? Relaciones sexuales. That's another word. Relaciones sexuales. Tener relaciones sexuales. Yo solo tengo relaciones sexuales por las mañanas. Por las mañanas. After breakfast. Yeah, I like to have relaciones sexuales. Hacer el amor. That's another word. Hacer el amor. And that's kind of the most romantic form to say it. Hacer el amor. Amor is love, so to make love. Hacer el amor. Yo le hago el amor a mi mujer todos los días. Bueno, ojalá. Another safe way to say it is acostarse con alguien. Yo me acosté con mi amigo. Yo me acosté con mi amiga. That's another way. Acostarse con alguien, quien sea. Quien tú quieras. Now, there are another ways to say it, but they are very old-fashioned, so I'm gonna tell you, but you don't need to learn them. But if you do, better, just in case. Fornicar. Fornicar. That's also a thing to have sex out of marriage. Tú no deberías fornicar antes de casarte. Copular. But it's a very old-fashioned word as well.
Quiero copular con mi marido. Copular.
Another word, but we only use it with animals. Aparear. Aparear. Los perros se aparean. Los leones se aparean. We don't say dos personas se aparean. It sounds weird. Okay, so don't. But if you see two animals doing it, you can say, oh, se están apareando. Now, the informal terms they are okay to use. They're not the worst. There'll be worse ones, but this time these are only informal ones, but still safe to use, more or less. The first one, hacerlo. Hacerlo. Me gusta hacerlo. En la ducha. Mojar. Mojar. Esta noche espero mojar. Espero. No lo sé. Pero espero mojar esta noche. Pillar cacho.
Ayer fui a una fiesta. I went to a party. Fui a una fiesta y pillé cacho. Oh, he was so handsome. But yes, pillé cacho.
Right. Get ready for this, because these are very strong words, okay? To refer to sex. Very strong ones. So let's go for it. I'm a bit scared. The first word, and I think it's the most used one. Follar. Follar. Yo follé. Ayer me la follé. Oh, it was so good. But yes. No, ayer me la follé. Me la cepillé. Cepillar. Me la cepillé. Me la cepillé. Me cepillé a mi mujer anoche. Estuvo muy bien. Coger. Coger. Right. In Spain, definitely don't use this word because people won't. Well, they may understand you because of context, you know. But in Spain, coger it only means to take. But if you say coger in South America or Central America, you have to be extra careful because coger it means sex as well. Okay. Me cogí a mi novia. Me cogí a mi novia.
Me cogí a mi novio.
You can also say echar un polvo. Echar un polvo. It's fine in any country. You can use it, they will understand you. But as I said before, this is also a kind of rude word, so be careful with that. Echar un polvo. Todo lo que quiero hacer es echar un polvo. Please, un polvo. Culear. Culear. Culear comes from South America and Central America. It's more often used there. But it's fine if you say it in Spain as well, they will understand you. But yeah, culear. And a very strong one as well. Joder. Joder. Ayer me la jodí. Ayer me jodí a esa chica. Ayer jodí. Joder. Me gusta. A él le gusta joder. I can't believe I'm making this video. I can't believe it. Another terms that you might find really useful. When you have sex before marriage, you might have sex in different type of sex. So the first one is to have sex for one night only. Just one night. We would say cosa de una noche. Fue cosa de una noche. O casual sex. Sexo casual. Solo tenemos sexo casual. Tener una aventura. Tener una aventura is like, that's when you are with someone, but it's not actually a relationship. You may be just having sex, but that is just not gonna lead up to anything. It's just gonna be sex, and that's it. Sex. But there's not going to be any kind of relationship, serious relationship. So, o estoy saliendo con alguien. Estoy saliendo con alguien. You know, when you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, the same, you can say, estoy saliendo con alguien. O estamos juntos. Estamos juntos. We are together. Estamos juntos. Now, there are many couples, many relationships, and they might be different as well. Some of them might be open relationships, you know, when they don't mind sharing their partners with somebody else. We would call this relación abierta. Tenemos una relación abierta. Now imagine you are married, but you do have sex with somebody else that is not your partner, your husband or your wife. In that case, we'll call it sexo extramatrimonial. But that's a very formal word. We would normally call it ser infiel. Ser infiel a alguien. Ser infiel a tu mujer. Ser infiel a tu marido. O engañar. Engañar a alguien. engañar a tu novio, engañar a tu novia, engañar a tu marido, engañar a tu mujer. Engañar a. If you do that, you'll be a cheater. We would call it, in Spanish, we would refer to this as infiel, adúltero, although adúltero is kind of formal as well, but you can use it, but we would normally say infiel. Now, something very important, in order to have sex with someone, you have to be attracted to that person, or that person has to be attracted to you. In that case, we would say, me siento atraído por mi mujer. Me siento atraído por ella. Ella se siente atraída por mí. So when that happens, you would say, él está bueno, or ella está buena. We could also say lindo o linda. Ella es linda. Él es lindo. Or even sexy. The same in English. Sexy. Tú eres sexy. Yo soy sexy. Los dos somos sexys. Let's be together. Also, another way to say it, but it's not that common, but you can use it as well. Estar chiflado. Estar chiflado por alguien. O me gusta. Ella me gusta mucho. O él me gusta mucho. Me gusta mucho. But you know, sometimes the love can be so strong, and you only want to be with that person forever. You're in love with that person. Then you say, estar enamorado. Estoy enamorado. Yo estoy enamorado. Uf, things are heating up. El ambiente se está caldeando. ¿No creéis? So, now we're going to talk about when you are ready to have sex. So first of all, when a man is wanting to have sex, his penis gets hard on, right? He has an erection. In Spanish, we would refer to this as tener una erección. But that's the formal way in Spanish, but not so formal. We would say está dura. Está dura. What? Yeah, a banana, un plátano. Yeah, está dura. Estar cachondo, that's another way to say it. Estar cachondo. Yo estoy cachondo. Estoy cachondo. Quiero hacerlo. Sometimes, when the man's penis is not hard enough, or not hard at all, we will call that disfunción eréctil. Disfunción eréctil. Now, women have other different ways to say it, obviously. When a woman is ready to have sex, she would be wet, right? Well, in Spanish, we would say
Estar mojada. Estoy mojada. Estar mojada. But you can also use estar cachonda. Estar cachonda. Yo estoy cachonda. ¿Tú estás cachondo? Bien, ¿sí? Bien.
Now, the thing that people normally sometimes do, the things that lead up to sex that people do are called preliminares. Los preliminares. Yeah, the thing that you do before sex. You know, before the main thing about sex, which is penetration. Los preliminares, well, preliminares such as besar, darse picos. Besar, obviously, is just a kiss, right? Darse picos, like besar con lengua, right? When your tongue is a bit busy, which we can also call morrearse. Morrearse. A very hard word to say, maybe, but if you say it, fine. If you don't, it's okay. Besarse con lengua, it's fantastic. Morrearse is the slang. Morrearse. Pico. Besarse. There you go. Another thing that leads to sex sometimes is to meter mano. Meter mano is when you touch someone. When you touch each other, or maybe just one person touch the other. It doesn't. You don't need the other person touching the other person. One person, at least one person is touching the other person. This term, meter mano, can be used when you have the permission from the other person to touch you, or when you don't have the permission to touch that person. Okay, so it would be used in both ways. Something that some people do sometimes is they touch themselves for pleasure. We would refer to this as masturbarse. But that's the formal term. We have different words for this, which are more commonly used, but they are informal. Bear it in mind. So one way to say it is hacerse una paja. Hacerse una paja. Cascársela. Cascársela. Tocarse. Tocarse. Jugar a los dados. Jugar a los dados. For women, the ones that we normally use are tocarse as well. The same as for a man can say that as well, tocarse, me estoy tocando. A woman can say the same thing, me estoy tocando, tocarse. But one that is very used as well is hacerse un dedo. Hacerse un dedo. Yeah. But you can also get someone to masturbate you. So in that case we would say hazme una paja, or hacerle una paja a alguien. Hacerle una paja a alguien. Or if you are doing it to a woman, it would be hacerle un dedo a alguien. Am I really doing this video? My God, am I red already? Oh, Jesus. Right, next. That's another way, like when a man sticks his penis in between a woman's breasts. Right, that would be una cubana. Cubana. Hacer una cubana. Hazme una cubana. Okay, yeah. Hacer una cubana. Now, in sex, there are different positions. We have la cucharita, el 69, so famous, el 69. Or la postura del perrito. Now, when a person puts their lips around a man's penis, we will refer to that as sexo oral. Sexo oral. That, again, that's the formal way to say it, but obviously there are several ways to say it which are more common and more informal. So yeah, again, to use it with your friends and partner. Mamada. Hacer una mamada. Una mamada. Comer la polla. Comer la polla. But when someone does it to a woman, we would say comerle el coño. Comerle el coño. Okay, that's one way to say it. Coño. Yeah, comerle el coño. Comer la concha. That's more commonly used in Argentina. In Argentina, they call that concha, right? So comer la concha. Chupar el chocho. Or comer conejo. That's only in Spain, I think. Comer conejo, right? Conejo. For some reason, we Spanish people call that conejo. Obviously, a very informal thing. But yeah, conejo. So yeah, as you can see, a vagina has different names. Conejo, concha, coño, chocho. Yes, interesting, isn't it? Now, if there is penetration in the anus, we will call it sexo anal. Sexo anal. More commonly known as dar por culo. Dar por culo. Now, when you have good sex, really good sex, you might get an orgasm. We call it in Spanish, that be orgasmo. Un orgasmo. But when that happens to a man, the man ejaculates, ejacula. But we could also say correrse. Correrse. Se ha corrido. ¿Te has corrido? Me he corrido. ¿Tú te has corrido? Sí, me he corrido. Perfecto. Nos hemos corrido. También venirse. Venirse también. More commonly used in Central and South America. Venirse. If that person ejaculates too soon before he wanted, then we will call it eyaculación precoz. Eyaculación precoz. The woman could say the same thing as the man. Correrse. Correrse o venirse. If that happens, yeah, good news. You've had fun. Right, but that's it. That's the lesson. Oh my god, I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I did this. But you know, I'm a Spanish teacher, and I think that when you learn a language, it's very important that you learn everything, including this, sex, vocabulary about sex. So I had to do it. I had to do it. So I hope you enjoyed that lesson. If you want me to talk about anything in particular, do let me know by leaving a comment. Suscríbete, dale a me gusta, por favor. It's been a difficult lesson after all, but so I think I deserve a big like. Also, follow me on my social networks, which you will find in my description as well. And I'll see you next time. Thank you. Gracias. Hasta la próxima.